Now, my personal opinion is that we're living in probably the most prosperous times in Australian history. We have the best free trade agreements anywhere in the world. We can sell any product or service to anybody that we choose. We can choose the quality that we deliver and also the price. And there's no other country in the world that has these free trade rights. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Now, the reason why we're not all self-made millionaires yet is because there's one thing that stands in our way, and it's the fear of rejection. It's worrying about what people think about us. And after the studies of 55,000 taped sales interviews, what we discovered that 80% of the reason why people don't ask for the sale at the end of the presentation is that they fear hearing the word no. And what happens with the word no, it triggers off the feeling of rejection. So we get caught up in this loop. We want to make a sale, but we don't want to hear the word no. We want to do what we do, but we don't want somebody to say no to us. So we end up in this loop. And we know we can grow our businesses because we look around and we see our competitors using our ideal customers using our competitors' services. We see people whose businesses are 10 and 20 and 30 times bigger than our own. Have you seen that? There's coaches out there, and they won't have 30 people in the room, they'll have 15,000 people in the room. So there's no illusion in our mind that there's not enough business out there. The illusion is us getting caught up in the word no. So a story to highlight that would be a lady in Italy. She was a bedding manufacturer, and she had this great product and service. It was priced right, people liked to buy from her, and she would do sale presentation after sales presentation. And she would get to the end of the presentation and she would freeze and she would smile. She'd say, "Would you like to think about it?" And so when she said, "Would you like to think about it?" the customers would say, "Yes." And then they'd never call her back ever again. So she got in this loop. She would present, she would work hard, but then she wouldn't ask for the order. And the business started to decline. Her quality was going up because of technology, but her sales were declining. So I started to talk to Lisa, and what she found was that when she was younger, there was a lot of rejection in her life. And it wasn't just isolated to her. The same is true for you. By the age of 18, you have heard the word no 148,000 times. 148,000 times you've been told what not to do, what won't work, what you shouldn't do, and what you can't do. And that's 148,000 times before you're 18. So then we start our businesses in our 20s and our 30s, and we want people to say yes, but we've heard no so many times that we start to feel rejection as we begin. So Lisa was going through the same things. And I'm going to teach you some strategies today that Lisa applied for her to be able to overcome the fear of rejection. So if you overcome your fear of rejection, what do you think would happen to your sales? Do you think they'd go down or do you think they'd go up? Which way would they go?
Up.
Imagine if everybody that you met, you could ask for the sale. You could ask for a referral. You could ask for an introduction. Would that make a difference in your life? Okay. Well, it's my point of view that you can quickly change the way that you think, and you can change the way that you feel. So your thoughts influence 95% of your feelings. So one thought influences all of those feelings. If you're thinking that somebody's going to say no to your offer, that triggers off a feeling of rejection. It fires off that fear of rejection. And then what happens after that? You go into avoidance behaviours. You start to shuffle papers, you run over time, and you think of all these excuses and all these reasons why you shouldn't ask for the order. And then what happens is sales decline. You start to lose money. The plan B kicks in. What do you do when the plan B kicks in? Well, I could go back and do my old job. I could go and do what I did 5 years ago, but this time I'll just do it better. Have you had this? Plan Bs? Well, a plan B, if you consider a plan B for as little as 10 minutes, that's enough to sabotage your entire success, because your thoughts influence your feelings within a matter of seconds. So we're going to learn today how to overcome that. Is that a good idea? Okay. So I will need your assistance. So once you've finished eating, Paul, has everybody else finished eating? No. Please keep eating. Okay, so 148,000 times we've heard the word no. And our thoughts can either make us strong or they can make us physically weak. So once that rejection kicks in, you become weak. And the fight, flight or freeze response kicks in. And once that fight, flight or freeze response kicks in, all you do is get tunnel vision. The blood that was in the extremities comes all the way up to the core of your body. It sits in the big muscles in the leg and you're prepared to run away. And we start to find exotic reasons why we shouldn't ask for the order. So we're going to quickly change the way that we think and feel. So can you follow instructions? Who's been hypnotised before? Yes or no? Well, you know what they say. You know what they say about hypnosis? They say only stupid people can't be hypnotised. But we're not stupid people, are we? Are we? No, we're not. So do you know what hypnosis is about? It's the ability to follow instructions. That's it. Have you discovered that if somebody gives you a good process to follow in business and you follow it, you'll get the same result? Have you seen that? Yeah. So does a car work for you? Does your car work for you? Yeah. So you've learned to follow instructions, you've learned how to drive. So what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to take your fingers and make the OK sign. Everybody can do that? And what I want you to do now is I want you to take this and I want you to put it on your chin. Oh, is that your chin? Is that your chin? Is that your chin? So what happens is in communication, 55% of our communication is our body language. 38% is our tone of voice and only 7% is the words. So when I give you some instructions today, I want you to follow those instructions very clearly because what's going to happen is you're going to understand just how powerful your thoughts are. So I need 2 healthy, strong volunteers. Thank you so much. Thanks for volunteering. Your name?
Shanae.
Shanae, thank you. Come up and stand to my right. And your name?
Daniel.
Daniel. Thank you so much. Daniel, come up and stand on my left. Now, at any given time, we have about 90,000 thoughts running through our head at any one time. But the conscious mind can only hold one thought in consciousness. So there's 90,000 things happening inside of our mind, but we can only hold one thought at a time. And when we hold the right thoughts in our mind, we can become physically strong. But once we change those thoughts, we can become physically weak. And I want to demonstrate to you, but I want you to experience this for yourself. Because most people say, oh, he's pushing too hard, he's doing this, he's doing that. But you're going to be the judge of this process. Now, do you have any physical ailments?
No.
None?
No.
No shoulder problems?
No.
Is your left or your right hand the strongest?
My right.
Right hand, okay. So what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to put your right hand out like that and then close your fist. Okay, you can do that? Okay, excellent, put that down. Daniel, left or right-handed?
Right.
Right-handed. It's strong?
Yes.
No shoulder problems? Okay. So you can put your arm out like that, you can hold it as a fist. Okay, put it down, thank you. So what I want you to do is I want you to repeat the words, I am strong.
Out loud.
Yep.
I am strong.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I can do it.
I can do it.
Okay. I want you to repeat these words out loud. I am strong.
I am strong.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I can do it.
I can do it.
Now, what you've got to do when you do this, you've got to emotionalize it. So you've got to feel strong. You've got to feel powerful. And you've got to believe that you can do it. Okay? So I'm going to ask you to hold your arm up. And I'm going to ask you to repeat the word, I am strong.
I am strong.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I can do it.
I can do it.
And I want you to say that 10 times. And I want you to believe it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to push down with as much strength as I can. And you're going to resist and be as strong and as powerful as you can.
Okay. Keep saying it out loud.
Keep saying it out loud.
I'm strong.
You're going to do the same?
Powerful. I can do it.
I'm strong. I'm powerful. I can do it. I'm strong. I'm powerful. I can do it. Good. I'm strong. I'm powerful. I can do it. 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 Now I'm going to push down as hard as I can. And with all your strength, I want you to resist. I am strong. I am powerful. I can do it. I am strong. I am powerful. I can do it. I am strong. I am powerful. I can do it. Good job. Okay. I am strong. I am powerful. I can do it. I am strong, I am powerful, I can do it. Resist with all your strength. I am strong, I am powerful, I can do it. I am strong, I am powerful, I can do it. Well, good done. Did you feel strong?
Yeah, I guess.
Yep, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, I felt strong.
I guess?
Yes.
50-50?
50-50.
50-50?
Nah, it's 60-40.
60-40?
60-40. Yeah.
60-40?
Yeah.
Did you feel strong?
Not particularly.
Not particularly? Okay.
There you go.
Well, you're going to be the judge. So what I want you to do now is I want you to do the opposite. So the world's most successful salespeople are very confident when it comes into closing. And they have an attitude of positive expectation. And what our attitude really is, it's the way that we approach somebody. So if we're talking about dating and rejection, what happens in the dating game, you approach somebody that you fancy and you go, I don't think they're going to like me. What if they don't like me? What if my hair's not enough? What if I'm too tall? And our angle of approach is with fear. And what happens is the other person picks up on it and they go, that's a weird vibe. But successful people in dating are very confident. Hi, how you doing? And they introduce themselves. Hey, how you doing?
Glad to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So it's our angle of approach. So we've got to learn to be strong in the angle of approach. But watch what happens when we approach sales with weakness. So this time what I want you to do, same hand, and this time you're going to say, I am weak.
I am weak.
I'm a failure.
I'm a failure.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I am weak.
I'm weak.
I'm a failure.
I'm a failure.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Just how do you feel when you say those words to yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens here in this exercise is most people will say the words, but they'll pretend it doesn't affect them. You have to let those words affect you. So don't try to trick us. You've got to emotionalize that. And you've got to say, put your arm out, I am weak.
I am weak.
I'm a failure.
I'm a failure.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
10 times repeat that.
I am
weak.
I'm weak. I'm a failure. I can't do it.
And you keep doing
I'm
that.
weak.
I'm a failure. I can't do it.
I'm a weak.
Because we keep talking to ourselves in our heads, don't we?
I'm a failure. I can't do it.
How many times you say to yourself that they're going to say no?
I'm a failure. I can't do it.
I am weak.
I'm weak.
I'm a failure. I can't do it. I am weak.
weak.
I'm a failure. I can't do it. Now, with all your strength, try to resist. I'm weak. I'm a failure. I can't do it. I'm weak. I'm a failure. I can't do it. I'm weak. I'm a failure. I can't do it. Okay. I'm weak.
I'm weak.
I'm a failure. I can't do it.
I'm weak. I'm a failure. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Are you strong?
No.
Are you weak?
Yes.
Okay, good job. Okay, thank you so much.
Strong again. Don't let them sit down.
You're going to make them strong. You're going to make them strong. Thank you so much.
You. I'm strong.
Do you see how quickly your thoughts make you strong or make you weak? And this is our angle of approach. So if you're approaching selling with, they're going to say no. They're going to say no to my offer. They don't like me. They don't believe me. What happens is you lose all of your power and they pick up on it very quickly. Now, did you feel strong the first time? And then you felt weak very quickly, didn't you? Mm-hmm. So we've got to change our thoughts. And this is called the law of self-control. Everything starts with a thought. So you have to choose your thoughts wisely. Your thoughts influence 95% of your feelings. Those feelings make you physically strong, and you've seen it, they can make you physically weak. Once you feel weak, you want to run away. So people say, I'm procrastinating. No, you're making excuses. You're doing what's called an avoidance behavior. You want to avoid those things that you're supposed to. And then the sales decline. So what you have 100% control over at any given minute is your thoughts. You can choose your thoughts at any time of day. So if you choose a strong, powerful thought, they like me, they're going to buy from me, we're going to serve them. What will happen is you'll feel confident and you'll want to help that person. When it comes time to closing the sale, you will ask for the order. And what will happen is automatically your sales will increase. Guaranteed. Yep. So imagine now, if you think back, you've been told 148,000 times what you can't do, what you shouldn't do, what won't work, and you've heard the word no 148,000 times. Do you realise why rejection is so present in our society today and in sales? And it wells up. All of those past experiences come up in that moment of closing the sale. So we've got to learn to be strong all the time. So do you want to feel weak or do you want to feel strong?
Strong.
Okay, so before we go, one more time. So your job now is to focus exclusively on what you want.
Yep, that's what.
And when you come into the sales presentation, you've got to remind yourself just one simple thing. I can do it. And repeat it, I can do it. I can do it, I can do it. And would you like to know the secret of persuasion? Would you like to know the secret of persuasion?
Yes, please tell us.
It's a little bit of self-talk. And the words are, I am very charming. And what I want you to do, I want you to say to yourself, I am very charming. And put a big smile on your face, I am very charming. I am very charming. So you've got to say, I can do it,
I can do it.
and I'm very charming. And you'll feel great, and that's very... Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me this morning. You've done well. Thank you.